Hello, everyone. This is Theo Goodman from dgenbet.com, and we're going to go over 3 tips for using Bitcoin in sportsbooks. Probably heard more and more about Bitcoin and what's so good about it. And let's check out how you can get started. All right, the first thing you're going to need to do is, of course, buy some Bitcoin. And if you're in the United States, probably the easiest way to do that is at Coinbase.com. So go over to Coinbase.com, link in the description, and make an account, connect your bank account, send over some money, and buy some Bitcoin. It's as easy as that. Now, after you do that, you're going to want to send your Bitcoin to another address before you send it to a sports book. So to do that, you're going to need something called a Bitcoin wallet. So go on and get yourself familiar with a Bitcoin wallet. An easy one to start with is blockchain.info. Now, just to keep in mind, this is an online Bitcoin wallet, but the website cannot give you your password back. They have no control over the Bitcoin here, and they don't have any control over your password. So you are 100% responsible for your passwords and everything else over here at Blockchain Info. So just keep that in mind. They have a good procedure for when you sign up, and they explain everything pretty well. So go on and do that. Also, go on and download a wallet onto your computer and get used to that too. I suggest Electrum. I'll put a link in the description, and you need to just get familiar with what a Bitcoin wallet is, what does it do, etc., and so on and so forth. The best way to do that is just to download a wallet and take a look. Okay, another tip that you're going to need to think about is the price of Bitcoin and the price volatility of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can be very volatile in price. I'm sure you've heard about it in the news. Oh, it's going up a lot, it's going down a lot. And if we take a look at a chart, you can see it's pretty self-explanatory that it does move a lot sometimes. There's also real flat periods too. Just be aware of that. It doesn't mean that you can't use Bitcoin, but just be aware. So there's pretty much 2 things you can do there that are going to give you some options. If you use 5Dimes or bookmaker.eu, which are 2 that I would suggest, they accept Bitcoin. And as soon as your Bitcoin arrives, it's transferred into US dollar value, and you don't have to think about the price of Bitcoin. Now, when you withdraw, then your withdrawal can be processed in Bitcoin, and it's going to be done at the current Bitcoin price, which might be higher or lower than when you deposited, but that doesn't really matter because you're just using Bitcoin to send from A to B. And you're not really investing in Bitcoin or holding it because you think it's going to go up or something like that. Now, if you use a website like Nitrogen Sports, which is probably the best Bitcoin sportsbook that I would suggest, then everything is going to be purely in Bitcoin. So all your bets are going to be in Bitcoin. You'll have to get used to that, betting 0.01 or 0.1 or 0.5 instead of $100. All right, so that's going to be it. So over at 5Dimes, it's transferred into US dollar value right away. Same thing at bookmaker.eu. Or if you go to Nitrogen Sports, everything is purely in Bitcoin, and you're always going to be in Bitcoin. So basically, when you're holding Bitcoin, you're doing a double bet that the price of Bitcoin is going to stay the same or go up. And over at 5Dimes and Bookmaker EU, you're just, saying, okay, I just want to use this as a way to transfer from A to B. So it's up to you, and both have advantages and disadvantages to that. Just quickly on that, while we're talking about advantages and disadvantages, the quote traditional sports books, Bookmaker, 5Dimes, etc., they're not going to process the withdrawals for Bitcoin really fast. As far as Bitcoin fast, they're going to be taking between 24 to 36 hours to process a Bitcoin transaction, especially on the weekend. Whereas if you're at Nitrogen Sports, you can do a withdrawal between 5 minutes and an hour, and your Bitcoin is out of there. So just depends on what you are comfortable with and what you want to do. So those were 3 tips on using Bitcoin with Sportsbook. Check out dgenbet.com. Sign up for the email list for more tips on betting, Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. Thanks a lot for watching, and talk to you next time.